Person just got behind me and they initiated the rear mount position. We're going to get in a little tighter in a second. Let's take a looser aspect where he just located the technique and he's starting to work on it. As I look, his legs are crossed. The one on top is exposing the inner ankle. Right about 1 hand width up from the inside of the ankle bone itself is a point called Spleen 6. It's a crossing of 3 leg meridians. If I push this point down and in, that releases his body. Right? So if he started like maybe putting on a choke, and I came across with my hand, if you could start working on a choke, and I dug into this point, it opens the body up. Okay? Another way I could access that, instead of just grinding with my knuckles, this is the easiest way to get in there. Bracing it on the other side and digging a knuckle in. All right, so if he locks up again and he starts to choke, as long as I can get my hand into this position and dig in, you okay? Yeah. You can see that he opens up quite a bit. Another way to access that is to put your elbow on the inside of that leg point. You grab his foot, you twist it up, shoes or not, and you pull up on the foot, which stretches the nerves in the leg and weakens that even more. So if I put it down, you can see that he has quite a reaction off that as well. If he chokes, you okay? Yep. Okay, if he chokes in, he starts working it. As long as I got my arm in there before he started getting the choke, and I turn, you can still access that point and release it. This is a very painful technique. All right, the next point we're going to cover is the same type of an action, a rear mount, but this time where your hands can't access his legs. Person maybe put you in a full Nelson type of a move, then cross up over the top. What you do is you look at the top leg. If it's his right leg, you're going to use your opposite leg. You're going to come up on top of the foot on liver point number 4, and you're going to push down as you arch back. And this breaks the person's grip. It causes excruciating pain. Makes the person's hands release. From that point, we could get right back in, further the damage in through here, or I could have held on to that technique for longer to cause a lot of damage to his legs. So once again, this if he grabs in and he pulls back. I take my opposite foot, pull it right up on top, and I'm going to pull down. Now, I should arch my hips and cause a little stress on his arms at the same time, and you can see that that releases. Now, the problem for him is he can't get out of this. He gets locked into this, so I can cause him more pain. So if I'm in this position, he starts resurfacing to choke me again, I just push down, he'll go back down. He comes up again, I push down again, he'll go back down again. I got this lock, I got it continuous. Okay, now if he comes up a third time, I'm getting really aggravated. I'm going to push down and dig into the elbow into the spleen 6 at the same time. And that'll cause him to weaken. I can get his foot off. I can control him into a position where I have advantage.
Okay, let's take a look at this structure. In the film you saw, it was from 1998 or 1999. I believe it was 1998. But anyway, we were working on targets and pressure points back then, and we've come a long way. We've investigated it and, of course, done the research, as you've heard many times on this YouTube channel. However, what we found out is the nerve structures, and we started working with them. First of all, let's take this muscle away here. We'll hide that for a second. You'll see that this nerve runs all the way up and down here. And this nerve here is, wrong nerve. Okay, this nerve is called the tibial nerve. All right, and what that is, it's running all the way upside the inside of the tibial bone. All right, and we can compress it right against the bone. All right, so if we squeeze it in that direction from about here to here, we have the greatest weakness. Up and through this area here, you're going to get this muscle group that's just a little too big, and it's going to be hard to get past that. All right, especially if you're a martial artist or a runner and you exercise this muscle, it'll be strong. So we have an area of about maybe 6 inches. So we have, again, from this area here till right here. Now, when you get into the protuberance of the ankle bone, as you can see, the nerve recesses a little bit further back, and it makes it more difficult to get into. So we want to make sure that we get it in this range. So you have about 6 inches. Now you can get it higher on the calf also underneath this muscle. It just takes a little bit more work to do. And there's also another set of nerves here that we're going to take a look at. You can see right over here we have this nerve here, which is the saphenous nerve. It comes right down. It's protected a little like by this muscle, as I said, as is the tibial nerve, but this is a little more superficial and a little bit more frontal, so you can get to that. It won't cause as much pain as these, and if the guy flexes his legs, it's going to be tough to access this. But this would be far easier to do than this tibial nerve back and through here. Let's get rid of these veins here. Sorry about that. All right, so we have this nerve here, which is the saphenous nerve. Okay, you can see the branches that come down in the blue. And this one is the tibial nerve. So you see when you get up here, you're going to have to go a little bit more in front of the bone to access this nerve here. This is possible. Just doesn't have the same feeling as this because you're compressing on muscle as well, and that adds just another little pain factor to it. For the second target that we called out, it was the liver 4. Okay, and let's get the pencil out here. And it was in this area right here. It's not on the side of the foot. Okay, it's not like you're putting pressure directly in the side. Now this is where the acupuncture needle would go. It would never go into the nerve itself. But let's take a look at this nerve group right in through here. And what we're going to do is you're going to press that against the bone right here, and that's what causes the pain. It also stretches the tendons and the muscles here as you pull down on this. So if you've got this pressure being exerted in that direction on the foot, it's going to stretch out all of these, and it's going to cause some tendon distress as well as stretching out this major nerve here. And this nerve again, let's get rid of that pencil, can't call out the nerve here. Okay, this is the superficial fibrillar nerve. Okay, and you can see how it ties right down the front of the leg, and you'll be stretching that. But your access point will be, again, it will be more down into this location on the toe, okay, in that area there to get that as well. So we've researched it. The results that we get and the jerking reaction of opening up the body as both these nerves, the nerve in here, the tibial nerve, and also the branch of the superficial fibula here down on the toe. Those nerves, when you stretch them out, will cause an opening of the body, a drastic opening as you saw. And the tighter they hold you, this is the great part, the tighter they hold you in the choke or in the full Nelson, the greater that's going to work. So again, those are some explanations on this old film to bring you up to date with more medical targeting and more common sense for your applications.